Today I'll be talking about Sandslash, the only evolution of Sandshrew who evolves at level 22 in most games. However, in the lowland region, a lowland Sandshrew evolves into a lowland Sandslash using an ice stone, which to me sounds like a frozen rock. Sandslash's previous PYC dates are March 25th, 1996, January 14th, 1999, November 4th, 2001, August 25th, 2004, June 16th, 2007, April 6th, 2010, January 25th, 2013, November 16th, 2015, September 6th, 2018, and June 27th, 2021. I like how different this one is from its predecessor. It completely abandons the pyramid aesthetic, which I find funny. I also like how they adopted Sandslash into a lowland Sandslash, with the back spikes becoming icicles. I do wonder if Sandslash or Sandshrew was decided first when they decided to make it an Ice-Steel Pokemon. Both have strong ideas, and either could have been first. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello, today we're going to be talking about Sandslash, the mouse Pokemon, and his number is 0028. This is Sandslash, this is a lowland Sandslash. Non-Alolan Sandslash is ground, whereas Alolan Sandslash is Ice-Steel. Non-Alolan Sandslash's ability is Sand Veil with its... Oh, and Alolan Sandslash's ability is Snow Cloak. Non-Alolan Sandslash's hidden ability is Sand Rush, where Alolan Sandslash's hidden ability is Slush Rush. Gender ratio is 50-50. Its catch rate is 90 or 20.1%. Breeding, it's egg group field. Hatch time is 20 cycles. Non-Alolan Sandslash is 3'3" and 1 foot. It weighs 65 pounds or 29.5 kilograms. Alolan Sandslash is 3'11" or 1.2 meters and weighs 121.3 pounds, or 55 kilograms. Base experience yield is 163 in the first 4 generations, and 158 in Gen 5 onward. Leveling rate is medium fast. EV yield is 2, both in defense. Its shape is that, its footprint is that, its Pokedex color is yellow, other forms may have other colors. Base friendship is 70. Sandslash is a ground-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 1. It evolves from Sandshrew, starting at level 22. In Alola, Sandslash has a dual-type Ice-Steel regional form. It evolves from Alolan Sandshrew when exposed to an Ice Stone. These Sandslash can also be found in the Blueberry Academy's terrarium. Biology. Sandslash is a bipedal ground-dwelling Foliodot Pokemon. Although Sandslash is usually bipedal, it can run on all fours. Most of its underside is light yellow with a white underbelly. It has a narrow muzzle, almond-shaped blue eyes, and a thick tail. Its back is mostly covered in sharp brown quills formed from its tough, dry hide. It has 2 large claws on its paws and feet. These claws are its primary weapons and are used for slashing, but can also be used for burrowing. Its claws and spikes can both break off, but they grow back quickly and are shed regularly. Sandslash's broken parts can be used to carve plows for tilling farm fields. These claws can become harder and smoother if it lives in drier areas. Sandslash can curl into a large ball, which allows it to roll to attack or escape, protect itself from heat stroke, and guard its belly. Sandslash is also adept at climbing trees and is prone to ambush its enemies from above. Okay. It also climbs trees to rest during the night, and to slash berries to feed the Sandshrew waiting below. Aww. Sandslash can mostly be found in deserts. Oh, that's sweet. Sandslash has a regional form, Alolan Sandslash. In the Alolan region, Sandslash has an icy blue hide and steel quills covered in ice. These quills stand taller than regular Sandslash's quills and resemble icicles. Unlike its Cantonian variant, Alolan Sandslash is rarely seen curling up into a ball, perhaps made difficult by its thick hide and icy spine. Instead of this Pokemon uses its hide for camouflage in the snow while leaving only its spines exposed. Its body emits cold air, which sharpens its quills. Its forepaws are larger than its counterpart, and its claws are longer, thinner, and hooked at the tips. Formerly used for climbing trees, they now allow it to scale icebergs without even slipping. Despite the weight of its ice-covered body, Alolan Sandslash can move swiftly by carving a path in the snow with its claws. It can move faster than any other Pokemon while in the snowy mountains. This Pokemon tends to live in the deeper parts of snowy mountains where climbing is forbidden. However, the spray of snow it kicks up are popular shots for photographers. People also climb up the mountains it lives in to see Sandslash's icy spikes sparkle during the light of dawn. Stabs from Alolan Sandslash's spikes can cause both deep wounds and severe frostbite. They can also be found in the polar biome of Blueberry Academy's terrarium, where Alola's island life is simulated. So you can see Alolan Sandslash's ice-covered steel quills and distinct claws. Here, this is a concept art. Alolan Sandslash curled up in a ball, only shown in the anime. kind of resembles a certain blue hedgehog. Anyway, evolution. Sandslash evolves from Sandshrew. Alolan Sandslash evolves from Alolan Sandshrew. See Sandslash here. Game data and NPC appearances. Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Explorers of Time, and Explorers of Darkness. Sandslash is one of the members of Team Razorwind. Pokedex entries. Gen 1 in red and blue curls up into a spiny ball when threatened. It can roll while curled up to attack or escape. In yellow, it is skilled at slashing enemies with its claws. If broken, it may start to grow back in a day. Stadium curls into a ball of sharp spikes and rolls into enemies. It is also adept at slashing with its sharp claws. In Gen 2, in Gold, an attempt to hide itself, it will run around at top speed to kick up a blinding dust storm. Silver, if it digs at an incredible pace, it may snap off its spikes and claws. They grow back in a day. Crystal, adept at climbing trees. It rolls into a spiny ball, then attacks its enemies from above. Stadium 2 is the same as Gold. Gen 3, Ruby. Sandslash's body is covered by tough spikes, which are hardened sections of its hide. Once a year, the old spikes fall out to be replaced with new spikes that grow out from beneath the old ones. Sapphire, Sandslash can roll up its body as if it were a ball covered with large spikes. In battle, this Pokemon will try to make the foe flinch by jabbing it with its spines. It then leaves at the stunned foe to tear wildly with its sharp claws. Emerald, it curls up in a ball to protect itself from enemy attacks. It also curls up to prevent heatstroke during the daytime, when temperatures rise sharply. Fire Red, it is adept at attacking with the spines on its back and its sharp claws while quickly scurrying about. Leaf Green is red and blue again. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it curls up, then rolls into foes with its back. Its sharp spines inflict severe damage. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are their Gold and Silver counterparts. Gen 5, Black and White is Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum again. And Black 2 and White 2, the spikes on its body are made up of its hardened hide. It rolls up and attacks foes with its spikes. In Gen 6, X is the silver entries. Y is red, blue, and leaf green. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are their counterparts. In Gen 7, Sun. Although they are sharp, its claws and spikes often break off. They grow back the next day, so it is not bothered by the temporary loss. This is non-Alolan. Moon. It uses its claws to climb trees and then curls its body into a spiny ball, ready to drop onto any prey that appears. In Ultra Sun, its claws and horns often break off. The broken claws and horns can be used to carve plows for tilling farm fields. In Ultra Moon, thanks to its thick claws, it's good at climbing trees. There are plenty of Sandslash that park themselves in trees and go right to sleep. The Let's Go games are just yellow again. For Alolan Sandslash and Sun, fleeing a volcanic eruption, it settled on Snowy Mountain. As it races through the snowfields, it sends up a spray of snow. Moon, this Pokemon's steel spikes are sheathed in ice. Stabs from these spikes cause deep wounds and severe frostbite as well. In Ultra Sun, it runs across snow-covered plains at high speeds. It developed thick, sharp claws to plow through the snow. Ultra Moon, a long, long time ago, it lived in the desert. With its sharp claws fully extended, it can climb right up an iceberg without slipping. And Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. This is Sandslash's form after adapting to a frigid environment. Cold air emitted by its body sharpens its icy spikes. For Gen 8, Sword. The drier the area Sandslash lives in, the harder and smoother the Pokemon spikes feel when touched. And Shield, it climbs trees by hooking on. With its sharp claws, Sandslash shares the berries it gathers, dropping them down to Sandshrew waiting below the tree. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are just their Diamond and Pearl counterparts. Alolan Sandslash now, in Sword. It uses large hooked claws to cut a path through deep snow as it runs. On snowy mountains, this Sandslash is faster than any other Pokemon. In Shield, many people climb snowy mountains hoping to see the icy spikes of these Pokemon glistening in the light of dawn. In Gen 9, Scarlet's is Fire Red. For Violet, the spikes on its body are made up of its hardened hide. It rolls up and attacks foes with its spikes. For the Alolan Sandslash, Scarlet's is Moon's entry, and Violet is Ultra Moon's entry. For this one, we've got Sandslash in the Alola Pokedex. We've got Alolan Sandslash in the Alola Pokedex. We've got Sandslash in the Kitakami Pokedex. And Alolan Sandslash in the Blueberry Pokedex. It's kind of cool. You can see it curled up there. Yes. Okay. Game locations. Whatever side game locations. Held items. For Sandslash, Pokemon caught in Gen 1 must be traded to a Gen 2 game in order for a held item to appear. So in red, blue, and yellow, you get a berry. Fire red, leaf green, soft sand, 5% of the time. Diamond, pearl, platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, X, and Y, you get Quick Claw 5% of the time. And in Sword, Shield, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl, you get Great Grip Claw 5% of the time. So for stats, we're going to compare Sandslash with Alolan Sandslash. So HP is 75 for both, attack is 100 for both. Sandslash has 110, whereas Alolan Sandslash has 120. Sandslash 45 special attack, 225 special attack for Alolan, 55 special defense, 65 for Alolan, 65 speed, and that stays the same between them. So it's 100. So it's 450 between them. The notes for Sandslash here. This Pokemon special base stat in Gen 1 was 55. Pokéthon stats. Okay, so we're going to compare Sandslash and Alolan Sandslash's type effectiveness. So damage normally by normal, fighting, flying, ground, bug, ghost, steel, fire, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Many of them get redistributed here with it keeping dark. Dark is the only one it keeps. It gains for normal damage normally by rock, ghost, steel, and water, and electric. So this one's weak to water, grass, and ice for double. This one's weak to fighting, ground, and fire. Fighting and fire are 4, whereas ground is 2. This one's immune to electric. This one's immune to poison. This one's resistant to poison for half, and rock for half. This one's resistant to normal, flying, bug, grass, psychic, ice, dragon, and fairy, all for half except for ice, which is a 4th. Note here, for Sandslash, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of electric type moves is 1, so it goes from 0 to 1. For Alolan Sandslash, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of poison type moves is 1, so it goes from 0 to 1. So we're gonna skip down to 22 here for Learn Set by leveling up. Fury Swipes, 31 Sand Tomb, 36 Slash, 41 Dig, 46 Gyro Ball, 51 Swords Dance, 56 Sandstorm, 61 Earthquake. For Alolan Sandslash, because it is evolved through a stone, we're gonna read these. So level 1, Icicle, Crash, Metal Claw, Slash, and Sword Dance. So apparently the rest of these, except for this last one, all ones where you need to move, Reminder, Scratch, Miss, Blizzard, Defense Curl, Swift, Fury Swipes, Powder Snow, Rollout, Fury Cutter, Rapid Spin, Iron Defense, Gyro Ball, Metal Burst, Iron Head, and Snow Escape, and then upon evolving, you get Icicle Spear. By TM, I'm not going to do these again. Yeah, I'm not going to do the ones for Alolan Sandslash. By breeding, Sandslash for this group gets a Counter, Flail, Home Claws, Metal Claws, Mudslap, Night Slash. And for Alolan Sandslash, you got Counter from this group, Crush Claw from this group, Curse from this group, Flail from this group, Home Claws from this group, Ice Shard from this group, Clear Coat from Glaceon here, and Night Slash from this group. Nothing by prior evolution for both. Special moves, in the event Wild Terra Pokemon, you can get Rock Slide or Thief. Side game data for Sandslash. So in Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia, in the browser entry, it curls lumps of sand to attack. Then Guardian Signs, it triggers tremors and opens fissures that make Pokemon paused. So hungry. Alolan Sandslash. Okay, so then we got new Pokemon Snap. Thanks to its huge claws, this Pokemon can move through snow, as though it were swimming. The ice spikes on its back are even sharper than its claws, and they protect it from just about anything. Okay. Evolution data, you know. Okay, sprites, got this. This looks very, I mean, this definitely looks like an evolution of the other sprite. It's just, you know, wildly, it's just, you know, a little different from what we know it to look like. Yeah, got this. Shiny's kind of a green with a little bit of red highlights there. Kind of taking inspiration from the red highlights. The shiny now has red spikes there, and it's a little different shade of green, kind of between maybe this one and this one. Got now this yellow as well for these guy. A bunch of spiky ones, you know. Okay, so then Diamond Pearl goes a little bit yellower, kind of closer to tan now. Yeah, so you got all this. Yeah, I got all these. Got these. You got Alolan, and then much like Alolan Sandshrew, only its body just gets kind of darker blue. I think it was just the belly for the other one, though. So yeah, you got all that. Yes, you can see. Looks, and then, you know, the Let's Go games. Then home. The anime, we got Sandslash in the anime, and it's Alolan Sandslash in the anime. got all that. For the Pokedex entries here, in episode 71 in Ash's Pokedex, Sandslash, the mouse Pokemon, the evolved form of Sandshrew. It attacks opponents with its quills on its back. In Diamond and Pearl in Dawn's Pokedex, Sandslash, the mouse Pokemon, when it runs at full speed, it sends up a thick cloud of sand in order to hide itself. It's very interesting that its Alolan form didn't get an entry in the series, but oh well. Here we have a Sandslash in Pokemon Origins. We saw this image yesterday. It's Sandslash and Sandshrew. We got Sandslash and Pokemon Pocket Monsters, the TCG. Okay, so the trivia, we did this yesterday. In the Pokemon Red and Blue Beta, Sandslash's original name was Sandstorm. We've read the third one as well. Origin, Sandslash shares various physical traits with the pangolin. It also draws from hedgehogs, porcupines, and echidnas due to its coloration having spikes instead of scales. Both Sandshrew and Sandslash are mentioned to have poisonous claws similar to how some species of the shrew are venomous. Alolan Sandslash's hooked claws combined with its ability to ice climb seem to be inspired by ice axes. Name origin, Sandslash may be a combination of sand and slash. A wild idea. I know. A wild idea. Sandpan may be a combination of sand and pangolin. Here's in other languages, here's related articles, references, external links to the Alolan forms, and we're moving on. Let's watch Sandslash's first scene in the anime. Hello, and welcome to the anime portion of the video. We are watching episode 33, The Flaming Pokemon-a-thon. In this episode, Ash, the main character, his traveling companions Brock and Misty, and his faithful companion Pikachu, have stumbled upon the Big P Pokemon Ranch. And this is Laura. She is part of the family that owns this ranch. She's riding a Ponyta, that is a Growlithe. Sandslash will have a small cameo in this next scene here.
Pikachu!
Yeah. So here we are, and then there's Tauros. There, the Sandslash. Yep.
Pony!
And that's it. Yep. Hope you enjoyed. Let's move on. Let's see why other people love Sandslash. Let's look at fan art. Hello, welcome to the fan art section. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art here. For those of you who don't know how this works, we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't have a Sandslash. This first image is Sandslash Mirrored by Tamburella. We did something similar with this in the Rattata Raticate, where it was non-Alolan and Alolan Raticate and Rattata. Now here we just have non-Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Sandslash. You know, it's digging into the ground. This one's digging into the ice. It's cool. It's nice. And we've got Sand Crew by Andolidius, and it's this cool looking art, almost ancient looking kind of art here, and it's really cool. Yep. Of a Sandshrew and a Sandslash. And we got Sandslash by Soup and Butter. That's sort of maybe more realistic one, more based on the pangolin. And it's cool looking. Yep. This is Sandslash by Lord Pillock. It's just this cool Sandshrew or Sandslash doing a pose, you know, like digging, maybe rolling up into a ball a little bit. So then we've got Sandslash by Pink Ophilic. It's this cute looking thing, kind of looks like it could be like a sticker or something. Then we've got Sandslash WWS by the 19th Ginny. This cool looking art that looks like it belongs in something, some show or movie or something, some animated project. I don't know what though, but yeah, it looks cool. Maybe a children's book. And then we've got 27 to 28, Alolan Sandshrew line, by In Progress Pokemon. So In Progress Pokemon does these things where they make it seem like evolution is like growing up rather than just a spontaneous thing. So now here we've got Sandshrew, and the Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Sandslash, and sort of a middle one. Yeah. So that's what it would look like if it went from that to that. So you can kind of see the spikes merging and this kind of in the igloo-like thing disappearing, and it's nice. Yeah. I got Sandshrew and Sandslash by Rico Furlow. This looks like this Sandslash raising up a Sandshrew, maybe their child. I don't know. Yep. Okay. Sandslash by Lady Tomatoes. This cool-looking thing that, yeah. This looks definitely like it belongs in something. I don't know, like a children's book or something, but not like, I don't know, maybe like an art, I don't know, like, I don't even know, not quite a children's book. It looks a little scary for that, but I don't know, it kind of has that kind of style, though, of some of the children's books that I grew up with anyway. So yeah, it's cool looking. Then we got Sandshrew Sandslash by Lalfi and Plastique. So that's Sandshrew Sandslash. They're just in the grass, I guess, looking around maybe. We got Sandslash 028 by Sue Ortiz. So it's doing a move, you know, clawing down at someone, maybe doing a sneak attack from the trees. Still weird. Okay, so then we got Sandslash by Sketchin' Thoughts. This cool looking thing. Now this definitely looks like it belongs in a children's book. Yeah, it's this very simplified kind of Sandslash, probably in their style. We got Pokemon Sandslash by All0412. It's just a Sandslash looking in the distance. Looks kind of a sandy area here, yeah. Yep. Then we've got 0028 Alolan Sandslash by Philb, and so that's just it. I think it's basically just the image on a blue background. It's still cool though. And this is not a Sandslash, but we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming today as I need to talk about Eevee before I can evolve Sandshrew into Sandslash. As for Alolan Sandslash, I'll have to get back to that when I've talked about the Gen 7 Pokemon. Tomorrow I'll be talking about female Nidoran. As always, this isn't my proper outfit and you'll see me tomorrow.